past the plow.
Hold on, keep your hand on the plow and you hold right on.
The preacher said I must repent, so right down the aisle I went. Keep your hand on the plow and you hold right on.
Hold on,
Hold on.
keep your hand on the plow and you hold right on.
I've never been to heaven, but I've been told it's a first-class city and the streets are gold. Keep your hand on the plow, hold right on.
Hold on, keep your hand on the plow and you hold right on. Hold on, keep your hand on the plow and you hold right on.
I got my hand on the gospel plow. I won't take nothing from the journey now. Keep your hand on the plow and you hold right on.
Hold on, keep your hand on the plow and you hold right on. Hold on, keep your hand on the plow and you hold right on. Hold right on, hold right on, hold right on, hold right on.
Welcome to the Church of the Lost Souls, episode 11. It makes me sad. We only have one more to go. Next week here at the Parkway Theater in South Minneapolis, the historic Parkway Theater has opened their doors and they've made this place a wonderful place of gathering and trying to reignite the music and the connection and playing live music safely together while we travel. While we travel, what a week, right? What a week. And music is such a place of connection for all of us. And that's what we're doing here at the Church of the Lost Souls. We're here for anyone who needs directions. And quite honestly, I'm just going to tell you right now. I'm going to tell the band, I need you guys today. I need this music today. I need music today as much as any week that I've ever needed it, just needed it to make sense of so much that's been happening. And we've got great Minnesota artists who have given us great music that lives on forever. And who could doubt Bob Dylan might have had something to say a little bit ahead of time. This song came out the year I was born. Go ahead and guess. No, you guys, this is really funny. Somewhere on Wikipedia, somebody has got me down as being 71 years old. Okay. And I'm going like, ooh,
You're looking
Not
good. You're
too
looking
bad,
good.
right? So I'm not sure I want to turn that over, but okay, so when do you think that Blowing in the Wind, what year did Bob Dylan introduce that song? There we go. Oh, he's my guy that works in my staff.
What was the answer?
It's 1962.
Oh.
Bob Dylan first played Blowing in the Wind, and we all know lots of versions of it. You're going to hear our version of it. Are you ready? I think the lyrics are so important, I better raise my music stand. You don't see that happen on late night television, but it's real. I want to make sure that we get the words across because Bob Dylan didn't kid around about the words, and no artist kids around about the words. So let's just see what kind of groove we want to do. I mean, I could. No, we're going to do it different. You guys ready?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
How many roads must a man walk down before you call him a man? Yes, and how many seas must a white dove sail before she sleeps in the sand? How many times must the cannonballs fly before they're forever banned? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind.
All right, here we go. How many times must a man look up before he can see the sky? Yes, and how many ears must one man have before he can hear people cry? And how many deaths will it take till he knows that too many people have died? Sing along now. The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind.
Let's have a little guitar solo. little something. Sunshine on my shoulders makes me happy.
Makes me happy.
Sunshine in my eyes can make me cry. Sunshine on the water looks so lovely. Sunshine almost always makes me high. Yeah. Take it to the chorus.
Answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind.
I threw in the John Denver.
Hey man, what happens at the Parkway stays at the Parkway, you know?
Hey, say that again out loud.
No.
I like the idea that we've had kind of an exclusive group, though. Karen, I get what you were saying. You know, this has been a fun run. I can't believe we only have one more left. The crowd here for week 11 is fantastic. I want to take a minute to mention that we have a phenomenal special guest, Annie Mack. Annie Mack is here, and I'm often referred to as Billy Mack. And Laura McKenzie, our wind-powered artist, is often referred to as Laura Mack. And now I'd like to introduce the rest of the band with an appropriate surname. On vocals next to me, special guest. She was here on the spotlight for week 2 with her husband, Joe Cruz, Jennifer Mack Grimm.
The McGrimleys.
At center stage, Karen Mack Paris. Next to Karen, Amy Mack Court. Billy Mack Orline on the percussion. Dan
For that.
Dan McRistrom, Patrick McNelson, Nathan Mack Wilson, and Luke Mack Enyart. Why wouldn't we have fun on a Sunday?
Yeah.
This is like Pig Latin, only different.
Right.
Mac Latin.
Mac Latin.
Mac Latin.
Mac Latin.
It's Mac Latin.
It's Mac Latin.
Mac Latin.
Okay. I get it. I get it. There are a lot of people that don't want to go to church on Sunday, or if they do, they still want to come here too, which is why we're here for you. And we promised on February 14th that we would be here for you, here live from the historic Parkway in South Minneapolis, but also via all of the streaming services that we are trying to make good connections with, and make sure that you, if you live in Texas or Florida or California, you still can watch and be part of what we're doing here throughout the year. And we are coming back, everyone.
Hey.
Going to make it extremely clear. 12 weeks at the Parkway is just not enough.
Good.
We will be doing all 5 Sundays in October and the first Sunday in November. 6 shows in the fall. And when this goes into syndication, there should be no problem for like reruns. So many messages from this week, everyone. Oh boy. Jennifer, I appreciate you so much. We're going to feature Jennifer Grimm on this next piece, and it will be the in-tune version.
Yeah.
We have the other one, too.
This one's better.
Joel can use that anytime you want.
He's laughing.
He's here. He's right here. He just heard you right there.
Oh, okay. Joe, you can use that anytime you want.
Thank you.
No, the low strings just kind of took a dive here. Okay. For those of you not here in the theater, but that are watching from all over the country, we did start on a terrifying Valentine's February 14th day where the high temperature was -16. And it was just snowing a few minutes ago here. And our live audience knows that, but it's either fun or completely worthless to try to share that with you. Other than come rain or come shine, here comes the Church of the Lost Souls, featuring Jennifer Grimm on this next very important song.
There's something happening here. What it is ain't exactly clear. There's a man with a gun over there, telling him he's got to beware. I think it's time we stop. Children, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. There's battle lines being drawn. Nobody's right if everybody's wrong. Young people speaking their minds, getting so much resistance from behind. It's time we stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. What a field day for the heat. 1,000 people in the street, singing songs and carrying signs. They're all saying hooray for our side. I think it's time we stop. Hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down. strikes teeth into your life, it will creep. You know it starts when you're always afraid. If you step out of line, the men come and take you away. You better stop, baby, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going round. You better stop, hey, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going. Hey, baby, stop, baby, what's that sound? You gotta look, gotta look, gotta do. You gotta look around. You better stop, baby. You better stop and look around and see what's going down. You know, you better stop.
Jennifer Grimm.
Jennifer Grimm. I think we should do that one again. It's a wonderful thing. We are capturing all of these performances that you can watch them again via, I guess, what do they call it?
The internet?
Yeah.
New little things on the internet.
Are you sure you're not 71?
Wow.
Some days rehearsing you people, I do feel 71.
Lies.
No, you guys make me feel young. You make me feel a lot younger than 71. But it is fun to point out that everything that we're doing here is being captured and shared again, and you can share it. And the whole idea is that at some point, there are a good bunch of folks that are not, they're not finding what they're looking for. And we hope that the Church of the Lost Souls could be a place where other people might hang out and find friendship and connection and great music. And what an incredible lead vocal from Jennifer Grimm just now. So, again, this idea of the Church of Lost Souls has got, it has a sense to it that it means that sometimes you can't find your way home, right? Like, thank you very much for blowing my whole intro. You don't have to anymore, Chris. That's enough now. It's been a couple of weeks. It's been a couple of weeks. We can just keep it cool. Yeah, sometimes you can't find your way home, and Blind Faith was a band that some people remember, some people don't. But a lot of you might remember hearing this tune over time. And at center stage, we would like to feature on lead vocal Karen McParas.
I'll take it.
And we'd also like to feature Laura McKenzie on some beautiful whistle work here as we go.
It's a flute.
The incredible Karen Paris. All right, we're going to break it up now. We're going to break it up quite a good bit, folks. We're going to let the band step down, and I have the sincere pleasure of inviting one of the... So this group is a family. We have extended families. We have talented families. And I thought, what a great show number 11. Which, does anyone know my favorite number? $11:11 on the clock. I see 11:11 on the clock more during the day than at night anymore, but when I see 11:11, I'm reminded, because it became such a big thing for me, that I was in Dallas, Texas, and this guy came running up to explain what 11:11 means when you see it on the clock, okay? He said, Billy, the numbers are talking to each other. And they're saying to each self, we are all one. Is that cool or what? Featuring on this next piece, without my help at all, we don't need it. We've got Paul Koopman and we've got Amy Courts, and they are going to do a version of a piece that I would like them to introduce and to let them tell you how much it meant to them. And I'm just so happy to get out of the way right now. Amy and Paul.
Thanks. So this song is called Orpheus, and it's by Sarah Bareilles. And we came to know this song last year, right after George Floyd was murdered. And Paul is a church music director, and his pastor said, hey, I want you to do this song on Sunday. And when I listened to it the first time, I took a good 30, 45 minutes just listening to it, and weeping. And then we got to practicing it. And it's become kind of an anchor for me anyway, for the last year. So I hope it gives you some comfort and invitation to what can be.
So sit the bad day by the bed and rest a while. Your eyes can close. You don't have to do a thing but listen to me sing. I know you miss the world, the one you knew, the one where everything made sense because you didn't know the truth. That's how it works, till the bottom drops out and you learn. We're all just hunters seeking solid ground. Don't stop trying to find me here amidst the chaos, though I know it's blinding. There's a way out. Say out loud. We will not give up.
restore your faith. I'll try and somehow make a meaning of the poison in this place. Convince you love, don't breathe it in. You are written in the stars that we are swimming in, and it has no name, no guarantee. It's just the promise of a day I know that some may never see, but that's enough. When the bottom drops out, I hope my love was someone else's solid ground. Don't stop trying to find me here amidst the chaos. Though I know it's blinding, there's a way out. Say out loud, we will not give up on love now. No fear, don't you turn like Orpheus, just stay here. Hold me in the dark, and when the day appears, we'll say we did not give up on love today. We'll say we did not give up on love today.
Paul and Amy. Wow. I think my job is in trouble in the band. Paul, nice. What vocals, too. It's really wonderful to make music together for over a few years and continually be surprised at what people have to offer that you never knew, or that they could just summon up in a moment like that. Did I mention we're coming back for 6 more shows in the fall? I'm kind of trying to work it a little bit, you guys. It's my job to make sure people know that we're not going anywhere. We're going to be here for you. You're the reason we're here. And I want to introduce a really special member of the group who came in to start playing with us right at the beginning in February, and has become really indispensable. We've had to live without him 1 week. It was terrible. We hated it because we all looked so much older and not as handsome. But we were missing all the beautiful guitar licks. And there's a special instrument that this young man is playing. I've introduced him already, but I'd actually like him to take a moment to introduce himself a little bit and talk about this song that I actually requested it within the climate of what's going on. It comes from a movie called South Pacific, but I think I'd just like to shut up now and introduce Luke Enyart on a solo piece. This is the first time he has had an opportunity to be featured in this way. So please encourage him and give it up for him, and it's going to be beautiful. And Luke Enyart.
everyone. Thanks, Billy. I was really honored when Billy asked me to play a song because it's obviously it's a Rodgers and Hammerstein composition that was. I'm doing it in the style of Michael Johnson, the late Michael Johnson, who was a great mentor to me, and I think to Billy, and Billy's also been a huge mentor to me. But Michael actually, when I first started playing nylon guitar, I had just moved to Nashville, and Michael gifted me this guitar, and so I'm excited to play this song in honor of Michael Johnson on his guitar. So we'll see how it goes here. All right, this song is You've Got to Be Carefully Taught.
You have got to be taught to hate and fear day after day, year after year. It's got to be drummed in your dear little ear. You've got to be taught to hate and fear. You have got to be taught to be afraid of people whose eyes are oddly made, and people whose skin is a different shade. You've got to be carefully taught. You have got to be taught before it's too late, for you are 6, 7, or 8, to hate all the people your relatives hate. You've got to be carefully taught. Oh, you've got to be carefully taught.
Well, except for those really shallow lyrics. Good Lord. Luke, way to go. Those lyrics go by pretty fast. If you want to hear them again, you should look up that tune. You've got to be carefully taught. It's certainly full of irony, but it's certainly full of iron in the words of truth that we've been experiencing. And how fun is it for us at the Church of the Lost Souls to be able to welcome special guests each week? They each bring a unique musical style and perspective, and part of the fun that I get to have is calling them a week before they're going to come and play and get to know them a little bit on the phone. And I had so much fun talking to our guest this week, and she impressed me so much as a lovely human being, a lovely mom. I know about her music, and I know about her voice, and she's here with her guitarist, who I'll let her introduce, Steve. And it's a great honor for me to welcome, maybe for the first time, to the Parkway. I'm not quite sure. Maybe she's been here once before, but you've heard her on The Current, and she's got a lot happening, and she should be paid attention to. Please welcome Annie Mack here today. We're so proud to have her. Thank you, Annie.
Well, hey. Hi. It's been a while since I've seen y'all, and I'm so happy to see you tonight. How you feeling? Hi. So I'm a little nervous, okay? I did like 20 shots. It's all good. I didn't have caffeine today because I knew, so I'm gonna just do this thing. And I'm going to come in a space of just being so grateful to be here to share some time with you. And thank you so much, Steve, for being here with me tonight, and for Mr. Billy Mack for having us here. So I'm going to do the first tune. It's fairly passive aggressive. You know, I'm kind of queen of passive aggressive. I'm going to own that. But it's a little like, I love you, but I don't like you. So. Tell you something I think you should really know. I'm feeling some kind of way, like it's time for me to go. Oh, you know I love you. Hey, hey, but I really don't like you. I'm running around in circles. I'm doing it all for us. You're giving me all the blame. I can't take it, it's all too much. Oh, you know I love you, yeah. Hey, hey, but I really don't like you. I don't like you. Oh, you know I love you, yeah. Hey, hey, but I really don't like you. I've been rolling through the motions, hoping you might understand. And you made me feel like I can never do anything, when all I wanted was your love, yes, your love. All I ever wanted was your love. I want to tell you something I think you should really know. I'm feeling some kind of way. I'm thinking that I should go. Oh, you know I love you, yeah, yeah. Oh, but I really don't like you. I don't like you. Oh, you know I love you, yes. Oh, but I really don't. I said I really don't. I said I really don't. I really don't like you. You see, my mama don't like you. My daddy don't like you. Listen, I said my bank account don't like you, but I love you. Yeah, you know I love you. Whoa, I love you. but I don't like you, no. Thanks for letting me be petty. It's always good to be petty every once in a while. All right, see, you can go visit the land of petty, but please don't live there unless you bring me with. We'll be good neighbors. This next one's called Shadows of a Kingdom. The storm had been building for quite some time. Felt it in my spirit, and I saw the signs. Yes, I did. I held my breath as I watched her hold on. She screamed as she beat her fist on her chest and then the ground. It ain't easy being queen in the shadows of a kingdom, trying to turn water to wine, hoping and praying that it's not all in vain. It's just a matter of time, just a matter of time. Yeah. She stood up strong and with purpose. The refining had taken place. Her thoughts and her body were sacred, no longer afraid to take up space. Her work had begun long ago in the depths of my soul, yes. I knew she was beyond whatever I could dream. It ain't easy being queen in the shadows of a kingdom, trying to turn water to wine, hoping and praying that it's not all in vain. It's just a matter of time, just a matter of time. And as any wise queen would do, she knew to kill the beast and pardon the fools. And as the flames consumed the king, bride was denied as she faced the east. And in this troubled and lost land, she began to lead, she began to lead. Oh yeah. It ain't easy being queen in the shadows of a kingdom, trying to turn water to wine, hoping and praying that it's not all in vain. It's just a matter of time, just a matter of time. Yeah, it ain't easy. Oh no, no, trying to be a queen. It ain't easy. No, 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 no. It ain't easy trying to be a queen. Ooh. It ain't easy. Thank you so much for the gifts. I got gifts before I came here. I was in the green room and I was shaking because I'm so nervous. I don't know what I'm gonna do. And these beautiful flowers arrived. Thank you, Shelly, so much for sending the flowers. I appreciate it. And then I got this other amazing gifts from Carrie over at the St. Paul. I just did the Rebrave virtual concert series. And so thank you so much for showing love like that. And thank you so much for being here tonight to show support and to be here. And the past year, it felt like just going through the worst breakup with the one that got away, you know. You know, you didn't show up the way you should have. And it was like, listen, music, listen, if you come back to me, baby, I'm going to treat you right. I'm going to show up. You know, I'm going to do everything I need to do. I'm going to go support other artists. I'm going to, you know, I'm not going to be shady. I'm going to pay the full, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to show up. I'm going to be present. So it's like, if you ever leave me, I want you to know I did everything I could to keep you to stay. So that's how I feel about the past year. Because I just sat home and was just like, dang, you know. I got some inward, some things to adjust to my spirit and my ego and all those good things. So please know it is not, I don't take it for granted to be here today. And can we please give a hand for Mr. Steve Grip, who's just amazing. We got, yeah. We have one more tune, all originals today. It's called Get on the Train, you know. Do something, get on the train, young people. Your restless spirit won't let you sleep. No, no. Divine appointment you need to keep. You have a gift, the ancestors say, yes. Make haste, brother, be on your way. Your dreams won't make themselves come true. No, no. Don't let your doubts set a trap for you. Just get on the train and don't look back. There's a freedom waiting on the tracks. Stuck between desires and fears, yes, yes. You know your calling's greater than here. You have a gift, the wise ones say. Make haste, sister, be on your way. Go to the mountains, down to the sea. Well, tell everybody so they believe. Just get on the train and don't look back. Just get on the train and don't look back. Just get on the train and don't look back. There's a freedom waiting on the tracks. What do you have to lose besides time? You're still young, you'll be just fine. Go see what this world has to show you. And remember, you got things to show this old world too. Get on the train. Get on the train. Truth be told, you got a lot to prove. Want nobody else to the work for you. If you don't try, you never know. Pack up your life and get on the road. Just get on the train and don't look back. Just get on the train and don't look back. Just get on the train and don't look back. There's a freedom waiting on the tracks. Get on the train. Oh, yes. Get on the train. Oh, come on. Get on the train. Oh, yes. Come on, children. Get on the train. Don't you dare look back. No, no, no. Get on the train. And don't you dare look back. No, no, no. Get on the train. Get on the train. Get so much. Mr. Steve Grip once again, y'all.
You can't possibly leave. No, I mean, you can leave and come back. We're gonna do a little Q&A time. We'd love it if you hear something on this last tune, Annie. If you want to jump in on it, you are welcome to do so. But let's give it up for Annie Mack and her original music.
Can I take my mic? Yes. Okay.
I'm already convinced. I'm going to get on the. Wait a minute. Let me check it out. Let me see if I can get this right. Get on the train. Don't look back. Get on the train. See, that's where I'm limited. What a great tune. What a great set, Annie Mack and Steve Grip. Church of the Lost Souls is reaching out right now. We have to take a minute. I don't know if Jessica Paxton is in the house from the theater or not. I'm guessing maybe she's not. I always like it when we have people from the theater talk and ask and make clear to other people across the country how special this is, that we're able to do this, that we've been able to do it now since February. And we're really counting on those people at home to pitch in and to appreciate the talent that we just saw with Annie and Steve, to appreciate all of the Mac. It was just a Mac family here today, trying to share music that might mean something to you and that you could share with others. And we know it's going to take a little while until folks start coming out like the way they used to, but that's why we have been doing everything that we can to deliver to our friends across the country. And we definitely count you folks who are watching us across the country to be part of the support of this. And I've done a couple of PBS pledge drives. Never in this job. I was always the one they were talking about. But I do have to, for the sake of my band, these folks have worked hard for 11 weeks in a row. We have 1 week left. And if you're out there and you've been watching us all this time and you've just been sitting on it, I say get up off on it. And get up off on it and help out this wonderful group of people. Their moms, their dads, they've got a lot that they bring to us as musicians. They have a lot that they bring to us as great spirits and sharing their music. And it's really about you folks out there that for whatever reason maybe you just haven't figured out. Or maybe you can't, and that's okay too, because we're going to come back to you in the fall, and maybe you can figure it out then. And I wish I had one really wealthy celebrity that I could call out, but I don't. And so then I hesitate to. How about Jeff Bezos? I don't think he's a fan yet, though. That's the problem, you guys. We haven't quite got to him yet. But you know what? This is a wonderful Sunday afternoon event, and we do want to keep bringing it back to you. So we're going to do one last tune, and we're going to ask Annie to come and spend a little Q&A time explaining a little bit more about where her music came from and how she got started. And we just want to thank this band and our special guest this week, Jennifer Grimm, who really kicked it out.
And Paul. Thank you, Paul. That was beautiful.
I already said that I'm worried that I'm going to lose my gig to Paul. So I didn't want to bring him up again. Paul, you were awesome. That was fantastic.
Yep.
Paul and Amy. And Luke on the solo guitar thing. Look, we can redo all the thank yous, and they mean something when I say thank you. And if we got to get back to them 2 more times, that's fine too. But let's just have a little fun and play a little song that I actually happened to write shortly after Bob Marley died. And the words were short and they were sweet, but they said everything. It's all about all God's children, lift up your hands, lift up your hearts. And so we're going to dive into that right now. That's Nate Wilson on the fiddle. Let's let it break down to the bass and the drums. Patrick Nelson on the drums. This is called a 4 on the floor one drop. It's a little different than a typical one drop. Could we go into a typical one drop for a second and show them how that typical one goes? No, that's called a one drop. Nice with the 4 on the floor, and he'll add that in here in just a second. 1, 2, 3, 4. See that? 4 on the floor. Billy on percussion. Dan Ristrom on the bass. Amy and Carrie and Jennifer. We're going to sing it one last time. Oh, God's children. You guys answer. Come on, you know what to do. You got to what?
Lift up your hands, lift up your heart.
We're going to sing the first.
Oh, God's children.
Leave them be on their own. Let them be on their own. Lift up your hand, lift up your house. We got
Oh, God's children. All God's children. Oh, lift up your hand.
We're singing.
All God's children. All God's children. Oh, lift up your hand. Lift up your heart. Lift them up. Lift them up. You gotta lift them up. Lift up your hands. You gotta lift up. Lift up your hearts. We all got children. You gotta lift them up. Lift them up. Come on and sing along now. All God's children. All God's children. All God's children. You gotta lift them up. You gotta, hey, there's nothing else to do but lift up your hearts, my babies. Oh, my baby. Oh, my little babies. You gotta lift them up. You gotta, said we're all, you know, we're all God's children.
All right, that was episode number 11 of the the Church of the Lost Souls. You're welcome to stick around. All of you online can stick around and hang out. We're going to say goodnight to the band. They get to go home and go have Chinese food or whatever they're going to do tonight and take care of their kids and get on out of here. But we're really hoping that Annie Mack might have just 5 or 10 minutes to answer a few questions. If she'd be kind enough to come back up. This is a special part. Very, very special part of what the Church of the Lost Souls does, which is to get you connected and feeling like you know a little bit more about the folks that you got to hear. And next week we're going to include more of the band members from the house band, which I call the Chosen Ones. Our guest next week is Peter Mayer. So if you're familiar with Peter's great work, thank you for bringing that up. And it's all out there online, but it's good to mention it live and in person. And we welcome and we thank the band today, but let's see if we can't get a few minutes with Annie and the Mack tribe. It was kind of like a Mack tribe here today. Well, I don't have any writers. I have no staff people telling me what to say, and I don't even have a chair to sit down on yet. Then that's okay, because I will end up sitting. You know, I almost... Oh. Hang on. Check it out. Why wouldn't I just sit down on the side of the stage? Why wouldn't I just... Oh, they did give me a chair. All right. So I'm back on. Annie Mack, I'm not sure what you thought you were getting into when you decided to do a program here at the Parkway, Church of the Lost Souls. But I know that you were supportive of it right away. And tell me what it means to be back out playing again, live.
Well, first of all, the name sold me. So church, I was like, but Lost Souls, I'm like, I'm going to be there with my people. See? No. So I got really excited. I was like, yes.
What? We're working on that. We're working on whether that word is a turn-off to certain people, or if, because church just means community in some realms, and in the end, the truth is, it's just a show. It's a program, I mean, it's like the Prairie Home Companion, Church of the Lost Souls is how we think of it. But we thought that there was maybe something to it for folks that don't know where to go on Sunday or don't choose to go anywhere on Sunday. So when you write your music, I think that you're writing music for folks that would enjoy this kind of experience. So tell us about what motivates you with your writing.
Well, much like this, I really try to make it accessible and relatable to just being real and authentic. So I believe in, speaking to the spirit. I believe in delivering. I like to tell the whole story. Sometimes it gets a little murky water. Sometimes it gets a little, hopeless. But I always want to end with hope and, sharing the whole journey. So when I write something, like, for instance, Shadows of a Kingdom, it was a personal experience with my daughter and watching her, kind of go through the refining and needing to. And then I thought about, as women, how we all have to go through those different times where, we do so much work in the shadows of men and those in authority. And then I thought about, being a black woman, so there's always a lot more going on than just what's being presented. So I take that and I try to write for spirit and to speak to as many as I can by sharing, whether it's my story, which is, universally, or my daughter's or whomever. But it was important to speak that. And so I wanted to that's one of my favorite songs, and I wanted to use words that you don't hear like on the radio, you know, sacred, and talking about women taking up space, and talking about being queen and being sovereign. That was really important for me to give voice to that and get it played on the radio, because we hear everything else, right? So then I'm like, no, I want to acknowledge that, and there's power in that. So that was my intention.
So just like me, you never really wanted to be in an all-guy band.
No. Sorry. I get it.
No, yeah, we're sharing this. We're sharing the same thing. I would be bored out of my mind if it weren't for the incredible talents and the gifts that the women in this band. I love being in a band that's got all kinds of people and all kinds of backgrounds. But so within COVID now, are you writing? Did it slow you down on the writing thing? Are you thinking about what's going to happen? Because we want to hear, everybody out here wants to hear, what do you have coming up? You know, what's coming down? You were wonderful enough to come here,
Right.
maybe a little ahead of the curve. You know, it's not even May quite yet, but do you have things you want to tell people about?
What was really important, March 10th was my official, I don't know if it's an anniversary, but it was like my last day of work. And everything as I knew it, you know, last year, and I was in denial at first, because I was like, oh, you know, some gigs are being canceled. And then I started to see the big ones, the big money makers be canceled. And I was like, well, shit, this is really happening. And I went to a space, you know, of denial, being drunk, you know, does anyone else follow that? Denial, drunkenness? I don't know, drunkenness, but that was like more denial, more drunk. No, but I just went to this space of, I didn't resist it the way I thought. I was ready, kind of in a weird way, for a break. I was scared out of my mind. I didn't know what was going on. I have kids. I was hurting because of the devastation. I kind of went numb, because all my friends, the sound technicians, all the people that make everything go, the people who take care of me, because I'm a hot mess most of the time. So when I come in, they're like, here's your mic, all the people, all the booking people, everything stopped. And it was just like, so during that time, I had already started pre-production, and I was in the studio working on my EP, Testify. Pick it up, it's pretty legit. And I just took a break, and I said, you know what? I'm just gonna bake. I'm gonna catch up on some shows. I'm gonna plant stuff. I'm just gonna be outside. I stopped resisting and just was like, there's a reason for what's happening, and I'm gonna allow myself to embrace that, because I hustle. People in our business and every hustle, and I was kind of tired of the hustle. I was exhausted, honestly. Took a break. And then May, Mr. Floyd was murdered. And I remember just being so numb, or so much pain was radiating that I didn't even know. I disconnected, shut down. I didn't have words, I didn't have anything. And all I could do was, in my spirit, I just was tired, and I sat, and in my spirit, and I reached out to Matt Patrick, who I co-produced my EP with, and I said, and this was in the same week, it was probably like on the 28th, and I just reached out and I said, well, Matt, let's do something. I said, I'm tired, I'm hurting, I'm broken, but if I don't do anything else, knowing that there was no glory in the music, there's no tour, there's nobody giving me money to, in the sense of like, I'm not gonna recoup, but I said, let me put out something that's beautiful and black and strong for Minnesota, and let me honor these 5 songs, because I didn't have too much shit to say, you know what I'm saying? Some people do a full album, they got a lot of shit to say, but I was like, I got 5 songs, and when everything you need to know is in these 5 songs, maybe I'll do the full album, later on. And I said, let me honor this work, and let me honor Minnesota and show the beauty and the blackness and the presence that we have. And let me honor and show, and so that's what happened. And so I put out the EP, went back into the studio, very emotional, very humbling, great players who hadn't played in so long. We were all just nervous. It was really funny because these are people that we admire in our circles, and you're like, oh man, that's a bad mofo right there. And then you're like, I'm gonna melt their faces off. Like when you share a festival, but there was none of that. It was like we were all leveled, all humble, and like, let's create something beautiful and let's get together. And, the protests were everything was happening. We went in later on in June, like mid-June, a little bit later, and it was still, the community was feeling everything, and it felt good to say something and to represent that way in the best way I knew how. My humble little contribution, knowing that I wasn't gonna get the traditional things back. This was just for the spirit, and to not be silenced by being intimidated by violence and murder and hopelessness. And this was like, no. It was a very strategic fuck you, if you will. A very
Have you been able to present the music that you captured as often or in as many settings as you want to share that? And do you continue to want to share the music from that project and your earlier career? Do you want to get back? Do you want to be playing? Do you want to be gigging every week? What do you want to be doing? You were gracious enough to come and be with us, but is there a game plan for 2021? Or are you going to sit out till 2022 like a lot of folks are sitting out?
Absolutely, and
They're sitting out.
My hustle has changed. I move with more intention. I don't say yes to everything I don't need to. Where I'm supposed to be is exactly just that, and I get to choose where my energy goes and who I get to interact with. So today was a choice for me. This was not like, oh, I'm gonna pick up this gig, I gotta get some groceries. No, because Spirit's gonna provide. Universe will provide. I trust that. So I work with intention, and I don't give shit away anymore. I'm not offering myself up in fragments. I'm not compromising. I am a Black woman. I am human. I am a mom. I am a Little House on the Prairie watcher. Like, you can't tell me shit. So, that's kind of where I'm at this point, where it's just like, I'm gonna operate with an intention. I can tell you every gig I've had has been a part of a beautiful, bigger picture and a healing for the community and encouragement or something beyond. This is not for like my glory. No, I'm not gonna lie, but back in, I was feeling kind of good. Like, I'm kind of a big deal, and I was like, no, yeah. But now it's like with a lot of intention. And when it doesn't come, it presents itself in different ways. So I've learned to just be patient, and I still hustle and I still work, but it's not frivolous. Yeah. Right? So that's where I'm at. So I believe where I'm supposed, that will, exactly as it should.
Yeah, that's why I don't play the back room at Pepito's anymore in the little comedy club. I want to be here. I want to be sharing moments like this with artists like you, and we hope to continue that. And we just might have to ask Annie if she's busy in October or in November, because maybe there's going to be some new music you want to do, maybe not, when we can just see.
Maybe I'll bring a full setup, or maybe I'll, present, the whole whatever. There's lots of possibilities.
You know a couple to play. We could have done a little bit more behind you, but you know what? That was beautiful. Just she and Steve Grip tonight. I said his name correctly, correct? And so let's give it up, and let's wrap it up with a lot of love for Annie Mack and her
so much.
future.
Yeah.
Your future is important to us moving forward.
And thank you for doing
this.
Thank you so much.
We're in it together. I need this as much as I need, it's necessary for me to make things like this happen. And you're just a wonderful guest and gift to us. So thank you, Annie Mack.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay, everybody, good night. See you guys. Hey, you all online, chip in if you can. Let's make this keep going. Thank you so much. Good night.